Okay, quick shout out for another piece of art from a family.
From a family that we keep getting pieces of art from.
Which is awesome.
And they're amazing.
We had Abel's art originally, which was of Carl and Brad and the tower and some other stuff.
From our season 1.
From season 1. And then we had a pretty amazing art of Gunther that we posted pretty recently from their dad. And then the youngest brother, Aiden, just sent us in one too. It's from season 2.
Yeah, it's from season 2.
Yeah, we'll post it up on social media this week. It's super cool. We're excited to get more, and it's super awesome art. So like I said, we'll post it up on social media. And thank you to that family. Yeah,
thank you for sending in some amazing art. We really appreciate it.
We do. The family that arts together. I'm not going to finish that. But that is all. And now
we will get into this week's episode.
Bum. Ba-da-bum bum.
Storm.
Ba-da-bum bum. Bum. Ba-da-bum bum.
Souls.
Ba-da-bum bum. Bum. Ba-da-bum bum.
Dragon.
Ba-da-bum bum. Bum. Ba-da-bum bum.
Roll. Dadventurous. Welcome back to Dadventurous.
Yes, we're back. Another week. We're in what? This is episode 5?
Episode 5.
Nice. Of the new campaign. How are you enjoying running as DM so far?
I am enjoying it. It's pretty fun to creep you out.
Do you think that things have happened as expected? Or have you had to pivot a lot?
For the most part, you did deviate quite a bit on your last 2 episodes.
Nice.
For the fact that I didn't think you would go to that place for the last 2 episodes. So, yeah. But other than that, you've been pretty fine.
Nice. Pretty fine. That's the kind of quality I go for around here.
All right.
Are you ready for today's episode then?
I am. Are you ready for today's recap?
I am. Take it away.
All right. So, last week on Dadventurous,
Hey, that's our show. Sorry.
You and Yarg and Alfred were on the wreck of the Compass Rose. You had just just found a note about the fate of the ship. And as you went back up to the top of the ship, you found a harpy waiting for you that she seemed to be defending her nests.
She wanted her shiny things
She
back.
wanted her shinies back, but you did not give the shinies back. And so you defeated her. She fell to the deck of the ship after being stabbed by Yarg. You sailed off into the distance with new knowledge and with new boots.
That's right.
Boots of elven kind.
That's right.
And you sailed back to Dragon's Rest. After eating some dinner.
A celebratory feast in my honor.
A celebratory feast, yes. Sure. Runara asked you how it went, and you learned about Brastos, which had been at Dragon's Rest and was mentioned in the note, but not anymore. He died there. And you took the source of these zombies, a talisman seemingly, to his grave. And at your actions and after a speech about
how dead he was.
Yeah, about how dead he was, you buried the talisman that seemed to be the source of all these zombies. And after you did, the wreck of the Compass Rose in the distance was enveloped by fog. After going back and eating dinner, you were approached by Turok, seeming to be the cook, at least for now. And he...
What does that mean?
You'll notice in the morning. He seemed to be the cook and gardener of the Dragon's Rest, and he approached you with a request to go to the caves in the southwest corner of the island to visit some Myconids, some mushroom folk there.
That's true.
That he trades with until recently, where they began rejecting his visits. He asked you to meet him in the morning. you took a long rest.
I did.
And
I leveled up.
And you leveled up, yes.
So I'm a stronger fighter now. I got the action surge ability.
Ah.
I can take 2 attacks, or 2 actions.
All
On my
right.
turn, once a
A little
day.
bit stronger, a little bit more
Yes,
heroic.
I went up with health as well.
All right. When you woke up after feeling stronger, you noticed that the wreck of the compass rose after having been enveloped in fog was now gone. Disappeared. And there's no trace left.
I stand there. Is there, like, what would he drink? Like a protein shake? Like a muscle building tea? I don't know. What about, like, ground up tea leaves mixed with ground up almonds and slices of beef that he grinds together, pour some water on? That's his breakfast. It's protein full.
Sounds so gross.
So
But all
I'm
right.
sitting there drinking one of my patented hob shakes and staring out, and I go, Yarg, I've got a question.
Yes, he's sitting beside you.
And I gesture with the cup, and I was like, wasn't there a ship there yesterday that we battled a harpy on?
Yes, huh.
Huh, indeed.
He's also seems quite confused.
Anyway, I pound the shake and then grab my new boots and slip them on, and I go, well, I suppose all we can do is go forward. Alfred, yeah! Alfred perks up from his perch nap. Ooh.
On the
Ooh. Yeah, I said, yeah, Alfred. Ooh. And he flies over to me.
I love Alfred's dialogue. All right. You step out.
Yeah, I would head towards this dragon statue.
All right. It is early morning. You did not go in to breakfast, I'm assuming.
Not with that power shake
No,
I just
with that
drank.
power shake. There is chatter from the kitchen, but Turok is out here, standing next to the dragon statue of Estalagan, the bronze dragon.
That's right.
Again, Turok is late middle-aged human. He has pale skin, but lots of freckles, auburn hair, and gray beard. He has lots of tattoos that are peeking up from his robes on his neck.
Didn't the other lady have tattoos too? Varnish?
Varnoth. But
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I
Varnish. But yes, this is Turok. No, the Varnish.
Oh, she was scarred.
Yeah, she had scars.
Good morrow, sir.
He says, yes, what is your name again?
I reach out a hand for a hearty handshake. I, of course, am Ellen Hobrindale Glissandia, or Hub.
Well, Hub, thank you for coming. As I said before, the Myconids of the caves have been reluctant for visitors and have hired, a fungal octopus at the entrance. I have not been able to get to them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was under the impression that they were like battling a fungal octopus that had taken over their cave.
Oh, no, it seems to stay in the entrance and guards.
Cool. That's super cool. Am I right, guys? And I look back at Yarg and Alfred.
Yarg
A fungal octopus.
seems torn between fascination and fear.
Me too.
He says, yes, they're guarding whatever happens there.
So you don't know. You haven't even seen them in a minute.
No, not in several days.
All right. Well, let's walk and talk.
All right.
I'm a bit of a walk and talker.
Which direction do you head?
No, I'd let him lead. I don't know where this cave is.
Well, you know that it was by the sea.
By the sea, I start heading downhill towards the ocean. Does he?
All right.
Does he stop me?
He follows and says, do you mean to take the boat, then?
I don't yes, of course. I know exactly where the cave is. The boat is no doubt the best method.
You go by sea, so you can enter. I usually go by land, but, well,
Hold on. Where's this landway? haven't been on the island much. Maybe a little bit of foot exploration with my new boots is in order. Yeah, these boots were made for walking.
All right. He says, well, it's several miles. It is faster than the boat,
Oh,
but it is a longer distance.
that's fine.
It is over the island, and this cave is at the base of the cliffs. There are natural stairways down. You would have
Great.
to, if you mean to enter by land, however, you would have to specifically enter at low tide.
Well, if it takes a couple miles, couple hours to get there, maybe by noon we'll be ready to rock.
Yes, it's low tide is at noon.
After you, cookman, and I slap him on the shoulder again.
My name is Tarak. Thank you. And he turns around and leads you back
All right.
up
I
through the
follow
plaza.
behind.
And as you guys are walking, since you said you were a walk and talk person, he pulls out a small sack that smells kind of horrible, actually. And
Okay.
he says,
Ugh. Ugh, what is that?
well, I usually give these to the Myconids. They use these to fertilize their mushrooms. And he opens the sack, and it's got a bunch of food scraps. There's a bunch of meat, vegetables all mixed together that are,
So it's a garbage sack.
yeah, it's a garbage sack.
Beautiful. I say gross, but if that's what they're into, I guess.
Yes, they are not like us.
Understood.
If you could say.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. I'm walking around with an owl that poops on my head occasionally. You know, they say that's good luck.
I'm sorry, but that was amazing. Tarak just looks at you for a couple seconds, then nods. You get the feeling that he's seen stranger things. He says, you can use this as a gesture of friendship.
Why don't you hold on to it for now, and then maybe when we get closer to the cave, I'll do that.
Oh, I'm not going with you.
Oh, you're not?
I've the garden to attend to, and, well, I'd really rather not run into that octopus again.
I stop for a second and I say, now, Terok, Raktar. That'd be a cooler version. Raktar. Anyway, you just want me to go see if I can get you mushrooms?
Well, preferably I'd want to know what happened to the Myconids. I mean,
Assume
I'm
I
worried.
beat this fungal octopus.
yes?
Fungoptopus. You want me to bring you anything back? Do you need anything? Are you out of like a certain type of mushroom or...
Well, I would prefer you bring back some heartcap mushrooms. They are what I trade this, and he gestures to the sack of food, to the Myconids for. I use them to create dishes and healing potions, and I am low on stock.
Well, if I get a chance, I'll do that. And I just follow this path? I just keep going, or...
Yes, there's a path along the island. Just keep southwest, and you'll eventually come to the shore.
No chance I'll get distracted or separated from the trail if I stay on it?
Well,
It's gonna lead me right to the cave, no issues, no bad guys.
I mean, I would usually take a dagger or something with me. It's not too dangerous on the island,
I
but
spin my spear around and then put it next to me, plant it into the ground all awesome, and I'll be like, I think I can handle danger.
all right. Yes.
I say, fine, hand me the garbage.
He
And I reach for
hands
the
you
sack.
garbage,
All
and he also
right.
says, "Oh, wait! To help you with the octopus and whatever may have happened to the Myconids, these may help." And he hands you 2 potions
Oh,
of healing.
whoa.
This is my last stock of potions of healing. This is why I need more.
Wonderful, thank you, sir. I will put them to good use when I inevitably die from octopus wounds. That was me talking, not Bob.
Okay. Inevitably die from octopus wounds. I see.
I have already gone unconscious once. Why not more?
You're stronger now, though.
That's true. But presumably so are the bad guys. All right. Thank you for the potions of healing.
I wish you good luck.
Keep a plate of dinner ready for me.
I'm afraid that's Milo's job today.
Oh, who's Milo? Is that one of the kobolds?
Yes, Milo is the resident alchemist. We take turns cooking.
Cool. And then I turn and leave.
He says, "Good luck." hopefully.
I don't need luck when I'm walking towards destiny.
That's what I meant by he's the cook for now.
I see. I thought it was more ominous than that. Like,
okay.
he's the
Yeah.
cook for now until he becomes the big bad evil guy of the campaign type of thing, or
Nope, they
Okay.
take turns cooking.
I'm off.
Yarg follows behind you.
Can I come with? Again?
Of course, you're part of the team now. We are Hob and Yarg. We're workshopping. We'll come up with the team name.
All right. Caves sound cool.
All right. You're so excitable. I say,
He's-
well,
He does seem excited to go underground.
nice. I say, well, Alfred, a tune. And I would like to pull out the loot that I got.
Oh, right.
And I
He
want to
got a
start
loot from the crate.
training myself to learn the loot.
All right, self-training. First you have
Right.
to tune it,
So I attempt to tune it.
all right? Make a...
And I do not have proficiency. I just want to put that out there yet.
Improvising loot rolls. Make a dexterity check.
Oh, you fool. What have you done to yourself?
I don't know, it's tuning loot.
Dexterity is my highest stat. A 14?
Yeah, by ear you eventually tune it, all right?
I would like Alfred to sit on the end of the lute as like
Okay.
a little thing to sit there.
All right.
And I would like to attempt to play a walking song.
All right, make a performance check. Could you please tell me?
Do I have
What?
disadvantage? Or I'm technically not proficient.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, since have you ever played a lute before?
Last time I played was on the ship, and I did poorly.
All right, disadvantaged performance check.
It is a 10.
As a classic with tens, you definitely miss several notes. They sound off, but you compose a tune.
Just chopsticks like do 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 do.
Yeah, is that what
I'm-
your tune sounds
Yep.
like?
And eventually I'm going walking along, and it doesn't match the beat at all.
All right.
But it's tuned at least.
It's tuned.
All right.
Now you have a lute.
right.
All right.
I'm going to keep practicing with it as we journey.
Yarg often darts ahead or follows behind. He's excited. He's excited to be on this adventure on land for once. He's sometimes goes off the path but comes back. He's
exploring around.
He's exploring around a little bit. You can tell he hasn't really been outside of Dragon's Rest.
Yarg, are you from Dragon's Rest? We haven't really talked about this yet. Or are you because I thought you were also an adventurer.
Yes, I came here from my tribe. I arrived 3 days ago now. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So
2 days before you.
So you've just been, you're like a recent arrival.
Yes,
Okay.
I came here
Where-
from my tribe.
Where's your tribe? What's that deal about? How do kobolds work? Tell me everything.
Well, I came from a tribe south of Neverwinter, from the Iliac tribe. We mostly hunters. I came out here after found that hunting wasn't for me. Well, I mean it is, but I wanted to do more, you know?
I know exactly what you mean.
I came out here to, I heard about it, to seek answers, seek destiny, I guess?
Make an insight check.
An insight check. That is a natural 1.
Yarg seems to be telling what he's done.
Yarg, you and me are two birds of a feather, or whatever the saying is.
I believe it's that. Yeah.
And I just want to say that together maybe we can find each other's destiny. Maybe my destiny is somewhere in your pocket. I don't know where I'm going with this, but you get the idea.
Yeah, maybe
We can work together.
we can work together, yeah. But you do need to come up with a team name.
Yeah, we'll workshop it.
You have a journey of 2 hours and 20 minutes-ish to...
Did they do that again? You keep giving me very specific ishes.
Well, yeah, they do actually say exactly how long it takes. So,
Okay.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Perfect. Perfectly timed. My pace is on point.
Tune your lute, converse with Yarg what you want.
We're just chatting,
All
coming
right.
up with team name solutions.
After that 2 hours and 20 minutes-ish, you eventually come to a cliff.
The cliff. As we approach the cliff, and I say, So the team names are between Scaly Wings. We've got Feather Fangs. We also have what was it again? And he's and Alfred goes, oh, and I go, oh yeah, Hobbyarg. I don't know about that one.
I like the feather fangs.
Feather Fangs.
I like it.
All right.
I got fangs, and he's got feathers. He points to Alfred. But wait, how's this include you?
Well, I'm the leader, so maybe it's like Hob and the Feather Fangs. And I reach up and I pluck a feather from Alfred.
He goes, ooh.
And I pluck 3 feathers from Alfred, and I tie them around my spearhead. There's cool feathers at the end.
I like
And I
it.
say, it's both a feather and a fang. For our enemies.
There you go. Now I like this. The feather fangs.
And the Feather Fangs overlook this cliff.
All right. As the feather fangs overlook this cliff, it is really tall. You see the ocean, waves crashing against the cliff, and an opening on the base of this cliff that opens into the ocean. It is low tide now as you arrive at around noon-ish.
Sweet.
It is low tide, and an opening gapes in the cliff face 200 feet below you. This is a tall cliff.
Wow.
It is also a really big opening, probably like 40 feet-ish, and the waves go into it. It seems to be a sort of a tunnel, be a sort of a whatever, but you notice basalt. This is a basalt cliff. It's very volcanic looking, and there is a natural stairway, 2 natural stairways going down to a exposed, slightly wet walkway that leads into the cave.
Okay. I start descending.
Start descending. All right. Yarg follows behind you. It takes you a couple minutes to get down and another couple minutes to go along the walkway. The waves are crashing below you.
I keep an
It's-
eye on the water
All right.
for any moving kelp creatures. I'm
Fungus
untrustworthy. No, of zombies wrapped in seaweed.
Oh.
I am now untrusting of zombies and the ocean.
There are no more zombies.
All right.
As you go in, you round this corner into this 40-foot high cave. As you enter, there's this cliff is basalt, it's dark gray, and it's all those, you know how basalt looks, right? It's
Yeah.
all those weird columns. Swirling, like, slick of colors, like, dances on the water's surface. You can't quite tell if it's light in the cave. You can't quite tell if it's something below the water, but it's from the cave, and it goes in.
I head in and I keep my spear ready as I am looking for a fungoptopus.
I like that name. All right, as you go in, Yarg also draws his scimitar. As you go in,
Is it dark as I see? Oh,
not quite.
not quite.
You expected it to be dark, as being a cave. However, there are so many mushrooms on the walls. There's multicolored fungi. There's the mycelia, all of it. It's very fungus covered. And they are bioluminescent. They glow. It's filling the cavern with dim light. The surface of the water swirls with colorful, faintly glowing spores. And the water is kind of calm coming into here.
Okay. Beautiful.
And hence this look of colors. They swirl, despite being the water calm. Maybe reacting to something under the surface? You don't know. The walkways are on the sides of the tunnel. At the far end, you can see a stairway leading up to dry land.
Okay. Before I go out, can I spin my spear around and take the butt end of the spear and reach into the water and poke a mushroom? I'm curious if it, releases anything.
You poke a mushroom in the water.
Yeah, the
You
one
poke
in
a
the
mushroom.
water, yeah.
All right. It pokes, and you reach your spear end, and it pokes. Doesn't really do anything. Seems to be a normal mushroom. However, as you poke this mushroom, it does nothing. You raise your spear out of the water, and everything seems to be clear at first. However, as you go farther into the cave, the water in front of you starts to swirl more. And more and more. There seems to be a disturbance under the water. And rising from the water.
I say, before it starts to rise, I say, I think the pond is flushing.
Rising from the water, you notice it looks like a lump at first out of the water, and then it rises up. And this is a giant octopus as you go into this cave, and its tentacles slap against the walls. And you notice they are also fungus covered. And it makes no noise, but it is obviously here and hostile. Can you please roll initiative?
Oh, there it is. I got a 12.
All right. Yarg rolled really well.
Nice.
He was expecting it. Like, you were both kind of expecting it,
Yeah.
but you were talking
Yeah.
at the moment. He goes first. Yarg says, oh dear, dear. It's a mushroom. But what do you do with mushrooms? He turns to you.
You eat them? Question mark?
You chop them up.
Oh,
And he is going to rush forward at this octopus
all right.
and is going to try and take a swing.
Feather Fang!
He yells also, Feather Fangs, attack! Or he hits, actually, on this octopus that is in the water, but is close enough to the walkways. 9 damage already.
Nicely done.
All right. Chopping up this mushroom. He is going to stay there.
Nice.
And-
Good work, Yog.
Took a swing at this. It is your turn next. Yours and Alfred's. This.
I would like to rush forward, as I do. This time, I rush forward, and I'm entering into the water slightly, right?
No, you're on a walkway.
Okay.
This.
I would like to rush forward, and I say, for Raktar, or whatever. And I would like to stab towards the octopus.
All right. Make your attack. As you get close.
Oh boy, a 23.
Ooh, a
What were you saying as I
23.
get close? What?
As you get close, you notice this is very mushroom covered. It seems to have been an original octopus, but it's not anymore.
Like a decor? Oh, okay, like
It's-
something has happened.
Very mushroom covered. It's
Okay.
partially made of mushrooms. This
Cool.
seems to be.
My damage is full maximum damage, which is 12 damage.
Nice.
Ah!
All right. It's already looking pretty hurt. Yeah. This octopus kind of recoils.
I think I would like to say to it in common, because it's, I think, the only language I know. I say, if you mean to just be a guard and we're being rude, let us know. We can stop this battle, octopus.
It shows no reaction.
Okay, just checking. I spin my spear. I'll stay up there. I don't
Alright.
think I'm going to action surge yet.
All right. That is your turn.
Yeah, what Alfred? We're in a cave now.
You are in a cave, but it is 40 feet high. It
40
is
feet high.
tall.
Okay, Alfred is going to do his flyby attack. A 12.
That does hit.
That
On
hits.
this octopus.
Alfred gets his 1 damage
All right.
towards this fungal
As
octopus.
swipes by and scratches the octopus with its claws. You might have expected a wound or something.
Does seawater come out like before or not?
No, it's
Okay.
just
He's
seems
just,
to be.
He's just not interested. Okay,
That is your turn.
that is my turn. I'm going to stay up there in the mix.
The octopus is going to get as close as it can to the walkway and is going to try and swipe its tentacle at you.
Nice.
Or, ooh, does a 17 hit?
17 definitely hits.
All right. You take 4 damage.
Okay.
I rolled the low amount.
Cool.
That is going to be its turn. It seems to just be guarding this tunnel. Doesn't seem to be very smart.
Okay. Ouch. I
And
believe it's Yarg's
It
turn.
is Yarg's turn now. He is going to again stab at this octopus for a natural 1. I like doing weird things for natural 1s. I'm going to say he stumbles forward and slips a bit since this walkway is wet and falls into the water.
Yarg, no.
He does, however, pop back up. He can swim,
Okay.
but
He's down there now.
he is down there in this water with this octopus, he's going to say,
I'm okay.
he's going to try to swim away.
Nice.
All right. And he's going to swim his movement away. He is not out of the water yet, but
he's making his way over.
He's making his way over to the stairway to get to the walkway. So,
Sweet.
that is his turn. Now it is yours. This octopus took a swipe at Yarg, but missed.
As it turned to face Yarg and make a swing down on him, I was ready for this. I lunge forward with my spear.
All right.
And I say lightning bolt. And I bring it from a downward angle.
I like it.
Or an upward angle? Wait, which one's lightning? Doesn't matter.
Downward?
He doesn't know. And I go
It's an
for a
octopus.
spear attack. A 14?
That does hit
Aha.
on this octopus.
Okay.
It's very large. So.
I'm doing 8 total damage.
Ooh, nice. All right.
I'm debating if I want to. So early in the morning. I feel like we're doing okay. I'm going to save it.
All right.
8 damage.
8 damage. This octopus is starting to look hurt, though it doesn't show any signs of recognition.
Its just body is.
It's cut, and some of its mushrooms are wilting.
Okay.
It seems to be.
I'd try to have Alfred go swing in.
All right.
Only a 12.
Okay, that does hit.
Really?
On this
Okay,
octopus.
1 more damage to the octopus.
1 more damage. All right.
Slowly but
It
surely.
becomes slightly more
Good
hurt.
work, Alfred. A feathered friend and a feathered fang. Ooh. As he flies by.
I like it. All right. Now it is the octopus's turn yet again.
All right.
Yarg doesn't really care
I
about
flip
Yarg.
my hair out of my face
Ooh, nice.
and go, bring it on.
It is going to take another swipe at you. I'm assuming a 6 doesn't hit.
6 does not hit.
All right.
Ha! I dodge out. It like slaps down towards me and I sideways roll. I say, barrel roll.
Barrel roll.
And I sideways roll out of the way.
All right. It is not going to move. That is, it can't do much on its turn.
Okay.
So it is now Yarg's. He's going to finally get up to the stairwell on the far side and is going to try and arm a rock into his sling
Nice.
and take a
Sling
shot.
that.
I believe the first natural 20 of the campaign.
No.
Oh, no.
I got a nat 20 on something silly in episode 1.
Didn't you get like a nat 20 on shoving the marrow off the ship?
That is exciting. That is fucking.
All right. Yarg's first natural 20,
Nice.
however, for, I believe the rules are correct.
Yeah, and we usually do, just in case people are confused, we usually do a house rule where the first damage dice is full, and then you do another damage dice on top of that.
All right. Which is 8
Nicely
damage.
done, Yarg.
Particularly heavy rock that smacks into this octopus.
Nice.
It's looking really hurt. Again, no signs of recognition, but it's really hurt.
All right. I'm ready.
Now it is your turn.
I see that so it's just kind of facing me, right?
It is, yeah.
Because it just did. Is there a tentacle attached to the walkway?
It is, yeah. It seems to be kind of...
Is it in such a way that I could run along the tentacle and onto its body?
Make an acrobatics check.
I will. I want to rush along its...
It is a really big octopus.
Yeah, I
so.
want to rush along its tentacled arm like a tightrope walk, jump for it, and stab it like by standing on its squishy body.
First, make an acrobatics.
14?
You can do that.
All right,
All
I
right.
rush forward,
Stab it.
standing on the octopus arm.
Head?
Yeah, and then I jump, and then I land on the head, and I'm going to stab downwards with my attack.
Is this another lightning bolt?
Yes. I say, looks like a storm is coming. And then I do lightning bolt again, 18.
That does hit.
Ha! And I am going to do 11 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Worked
As
out
you're
so
standing
perfectly.
on this
I
octopus's head.
say a storm is coming, and I stab downwards. And then as it, does it like start to...
It kind of flails for a second and then starts to sink.
As it goes to sink, I wait until the appropriate time, and I will do another check if you need me to do. I would like to backflip off of it back onto the platform or the shore, whichever makes more sense.
It would be the walkway. So make an acrobatics yet again.
So I rolled a 3,
Oh no!
but I do have a +6, So it's a 9, but I can't imagine it's going to be good.
So I will say you make it onto the shore. You do not complete your backflip. So you land back first onto the basalt rock.
I really thought the body would be more springy, but it really kind of just absorbed my jump.
Yeah, it's kind of squishy.
Trying to jump off of like a waterbed.
You...
I would grab my back and go, oh.
My back!
My back.
Yarg rushes over to help you up.
Okay.
However, this octopus is defeated. It flails and sinks into the water. Its mushrooms wilting.
Okay.
You are free.
Okay, I stand up and I say, Yarg, should we check out in that pool at all, do you think?
I don't know.
I would like to circle around the octopus's body and look for anything of value, but also, if nothing else, I would like to cut off one of the mushrooms and take it as proof back to Tarok that I have defeated
All right.
the octopus creature.
So you do go into the water.
Am I going to regret this? Yes, I dive into the water and
All
I'm
right.
investigating.
Well, as proven in the shipwreck, you can swim. So you find there's some mushrooms underwater too, much less above, but there's some underneath, and seems to be nothing really of
And then I
importance here.
Then I take a souvenir to bring back to Tarok.
All right. You take the mushroom from the head of this octopus. It is lying on the bottom, inert. And that's your...
Then I start heading further in.
All right. There at the edge of this cave, there is a stairway, kind of natural stairway from the basalt rock and columns leading up.
Is it also glowing?
Well, there are mushrooms along the walls, yes,
Okay.
that are a constant source of light here. But yeah, it leads up. You can't see where it goes, but to dry land.
Okay. I followed up.
All right. As you follow it up, you enter into an even bigger cavern. It seems to be 50 feet high. This is a really big, again, basalt rock.
Mm-hmm.
There is a forest of multicolored fungi here, ranging from tiny little mycelial filaments to tree-sized mushrooms.
Wow.
This seems to be a garden, farm, some sort. A natural staircase, another one of stone columns along the east wall, leads up 10 feet to a higher cave, seems in the north. Water burbles down from that upper cave and collects in a large pool. And for the first time, you see 2 small, mushroom-like people are working amid the mushrooms near the pond. Also, you didn't quite notice this in the cave, but something sort of smell like sulfur is in this cave. It hangs in the air.
Okay. I would like to walk in further.
All right.
And I would like to say, hello, I've brought you garbage.
Great. These 2 mushroom people, they're like mushrooms, but in the shape of people.
Okay.
They're kind of weird. They have 2 arms and 2 legs, but mushroom heads. They're very strange looking. They both look at you, like they sense your direction. However, they have no eyes. They look at you and run up, and they run to the edge of the cave, not up the stairs, but to the edge of the cave, and seem to hide there from you. As you advance into the cave, a sickly-looking mushroom next to you suddenly stirs to life. It extends long purple tendrils towards you and moves slowly across the cavern floor. It is violet, sickly purple color. As soon as the mushroom folks spot it, they cower again. They seem scared of this. And this mushroom begins to slowly move towards you in a threatening manner.
Oh, boy. I say, man, we can't catch a break. I would like to... It's reaching towards me with tentacles?
Yes.
And no one's near me anymore?
No one is near you anymore. Except Yarg.
Okay. How big is this mushroom?
It's pretty big. Maybe a little shorter than you.
Okay.
It's not a mushroom person, though.
Pretty big.
Different, you
Okay.
can tell.
Then I would like to test something, and I would like to pull out my torch and light it and hold it towards the tentacles and see if it's like worried about light or fire or anything. And I wave it around in front of it, if you'll allow me to do that.
Yeah, you can do that. Giving you this action before. It seems to notice the light. Again, doesn't have eyes, kind of like the mushroom folk. It's a mushroom, but it like notices it, flinches a little bit, but continues its advance.
I step back. I don't know if I want to fight this thing, so I step back, and
You step back. It is very slow. You can easily step backward. Where are you stepping towards?
like back the way I came.
Back the way you came?
Yeah,
All right.
just out of curiosity, but just to see if there's a point at which it can't reach for me anymore.
It continues after you.
It still keeps going.
Yes.
Okay.
And whatever you want to do with this, the mushroom is slowly but surely.
Can I just sprint past it?
It's going to get an opportunity attack on you.
I say, Yog, let's cut some tentacles. And I pull out my sword, and I would like to attack
Roll.
the mushroom.
Initiative.
Initiative again! That is a 20.
Is it possible to get a -1 on initiative?
You're just last, I guess.
All right. You got a 20?
Yes, I got a 20.
All right. Yeah, you go first.
I go first. Okay, I'm going to risk it, and I'm curious. I'm going to rush past, try to go around all of its tentacles to like an open side and try to make a melee attack.
Right.
Against it.
Oh, if you stay in melee,
Yeah,
then
that's what
you
I was
don't
thinking.
get. All right. You rush forward to it. Yeah, you can make an attack.
A 25.
That hits.
Nice. Another 11 damage.
11
I'm rolling lots of 7s and 8s tonight.
damage. All right. It's already looking hurt. It is a mushroom. So as you stab into it with your spear, it turns, somehow sensing your presence, and moves towards you.
Okay.
However, now it is Yarg's turn.
Okay.
He is going to come up and attack this from behind with a swipe with his sword for a 2. No. He fails.
I think for this, I'm going to have Alfred just on my shoulder, too, because we're starting to get deeper in. I'm worried about Alfred not being able to see as well.
It is dim light in here, so
But he is an owl.
he is an owl.
That's true. Okay. For now, he's just on my shoulder.
All right, this fungus, and it is a violet-colored fungus. It moves towards you and attempts to make a attack on you with its tentacles. Ooh-hoo! Is an 18 hit?
18 hits.
All right, it is going
Bring it
to
on.
do
I'm ready.
5
Ugh. Ouch.
damage. But that is all it can do on its turn.
Okay. My turn again.
It is your turn again.
I'm going to take the tentacles, kind of like push them off me. And I'm going to like side roll around it, get behind it as much as I can, and stab one more time with my spear. That is a natural 20.
Nice first crit. All right.
Crit on the spear. I spin it around. I rush behind him, side roll, find like a squishy spot. I don't know.
Under the cap.
Ooh, nice. And I come up from underneath and I say, mole bite. Because
Nice.
it comes from underneath. I don't know. So, ho, 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 ho. That is a 21 damage.
How do you want to do this
Yes,
to this violet fungus?
I strike it with the mole strike from underneath as if it was a mole hill.
Alright.
And as its tentacles flop down afterwards, I say, nobody messes with the mole man. And then I look at the guys and I'm like, well, I'm still workshopping a nickname too. I don't think that would work.
They are cowering there, and you notice from the top 2 more bigger ones, bigger mushroom folk,
Yep.
coming down the stairs, and they seem to notice you and start to move toward you.
I come in peace and I've brought you a sack of garbage from Darok.
All right.
Using a name, maybe?
They move towards you, and they seem to be about to do something. Smaller ones, like, start to stand up.
Uh-huh.
Do you move toward them at all?
Yeah, I head towards them. I hold this garbage sack out in front of me.
All right. They seem to be friendly.
Okay.
However, as you go in, farther into this room, you are about to reach them when from behind you,
No.
movement occurs.
Oh, no.
And one other violet fungus appears. And it reaches towards you. And as it reaches towards you, the two bigger Myconids step back and shield the little ones. Yeah.
Okay.
There's yet another violet fungus moving towards you.
Okay, I once again, I think learning from my mistakes of maybe getting too close, I'm going to pull out the ranged weapons and I will rush to attack.
It is a bit behind you, so.
So I got a 19 on initiative.
Ooh, nice. All right. It got a 12 on initiative.
Okay.
It is very slow, despite rolling a 17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it got a 12. You, I believe, go first yet again. All right.
I'm going to say, Yarg, stay back. Fight this one from a range. And I am going to hit it with my blowgun. Another natural 20.
Nice.
2 in a row. The vibes are good. The rolls are good, but I'm probably burning them all up and I'm going to roll terribly now. Wow. Okay.
That hits.
Cool.
With the beak.
With the beak. I pull out the beak again, ornately carved wood.
With Alfred in
pull out
flight.
one of my Alfred feathers, stick it in there, and boom, throw it. We have a total of 10 damage from the beak
This
with the nat 20.
one hit is already making this fungus look very hurt.
Nice.
It tears through its violet cap. And
I've got you, beast.
it is that all you're going to do?
I think I'll stay back. If it's slow,
It
I'll
is
just
very
try
slow.
to stay back. Or actually, I'll have Alfred go. Because
Alright.
he has that flyby
Yeah.
ability. Is it within range of... He can fly 60 feet. How far
Oh,
back?
yeah. It's like 20 feet away from
Okay. Alfred's going to rush forward. And I'll say, be fast, Alfred. Feathers, light as a feather. 13.
you. That hits.
Haha, 1 damage.
All right. It looks slightly more hurt.
Nice.
It is now Yarg's turn. He is going to take your advice and pull out his sling. This has a very low AC. So, he pulls out his sling and does 4 damage. Again, making this fungus look very hurt.
All right. Nice job, Yarg.
It is now its turn.
Uh-oh.
However, I did say it was 20 feet away from you, and it is a very slow fungus. So, it is going to use its action to dash 10 feet.
You can only move 5 feet?
Yeah.
I should not have gone towards the last one. I think I watch it move, and I keep kind of like...
It kind of like
And I kind of...
tries to go towards you, and it moves 10 feet
I look
on
at
its
Yarg.
turn.
Boy, that thing's really slow, I guess. The threat level really goes down when it can't really move quickly.
Yeah. It can do a lot of damage, but
Only if you're next to it.
only if you're next to it.
All right. Well, then I pull out my blowgun again, and I say,
right.
well, we'll just keep the train going here. That is a 15.
That does hit.
So we have 4 damage.
4 damage. How do you want to do this with your beak?
With the beak. I pull it out and I put it to my lips and I blow extra hard and it whistles as it whistles out of the tube. And it spins and spins and spins and sinks right past all of the tendrils, right into the mushroom. And I think that I think it would explode in some sort of spore explosion.
All right. As the beak dart sinks into this, its tendrils flop around, and it kind of, not so much as an explosion as kind of a rupture,
Okay.
and spores erupt from it, and it falls down as much as it can fall down.
I hold the beak up to the sky, and Alfred lands on it. Like I hold it sideways so he
Oh.
lands on it. And I say, another win for the feathered fangs. And then cheer.
All right.
Ha! Huzzah!
You turn around, and the 4 Myconids are there.
Oh, God.
Well, where they were. So they're still a couple feet away from you. And the 2 bigger ones come forward and start to release some spores from their heads.
Okay.
they're
this is
mushroom
a
folk.
little weird.
The spores land on you and Yark and Alfred. And suddenly you hear a voice in your mind saying, Hello, travelers. You are in our caves. You got past our guardian. This is not spoken aloud.
Interesting. Speaking in my mind.
Yes. Yarg also, jumps
Yes.
and says,
Are you hearing this?
I am. They're in our minds. I look at him and I say, "Are you the one that seeks the garbage?" And I pull out the sack of garbage.
one of the bigger Myconids says,
Ooh, yes, we have been lacking on fertilizer.
and
Right. And as I hand him the sack, I also say, "Also, I accidentally killed your guardian. I didn't realize maybe it attacked me. I hope that's fine. I feel a little bad."
it was supposed to do that. We can always get another. If you are here, then you may be able to help with our problem.
Ooh, problems on problems.
And-
Whatever problem you have, it's no match for the feathered fangs.
All right. They seem to need the help of the feathered fangs.
Nice.
And that's where we will end this episode with some Myconids asking for your help.
Mushroom people. I like the mushroom people. They are fun, except the ones that I had to battle.
Well, they were different.
They were
They were
dark mushrooms.
violet fungi.
Not regular shroomy dooms. All right. Or they were the shroomy dooms versus the Myconids, because it's doom. I don't know. Anyway, nice episode. I like the quest on quest business about to happen. I can really rack up my achievements.
I know you got your main quests upon kind of also main quests.
Yes.
Yeah,
I did much better on damage that time.
you did.
And we kicked booty. I do
Kicked an octopi
have 11
booty.
out of 20 health. I might deal with that. Maybe take a short rest.
However, Turok did give you healing potions.
He did, but I'm going to save those.
All right.
All right, another episode down. Thank you guys for listening again. The
Thank
daughter's
you
doing
for-
such a good job. Small clap. Maybe you
Thank
could hear
you.
that.
Thank you.
But yeah, like I said in previous episodes, if you guys are liking this and you know somebody who might want to listen to it, especially with a kid DM now,
Yeah.
maybe there's people out there wanting to hear it. Tell your friends.
Tell
your family.
Tell your random acquaintances on the street.
Yeah, tell an owl. Find an owl nearby that's just trying to hunt a mouse and be like, "Yo, owl." And he'll go, "Ooh." And be like, "Yo, watch that Venturous. I mean, listen to it." And the owl will go, "Who?" And it will understand perfectly.
We're 50% sure.
100% of the time.
100% of the time.
All right. Thank you all once again for listening.
And we'll see you next time
On
Dadventurous.
Dadventurous.